Buff fans, and welcome to the WT Coaches Show. I'm your host, Cale Steed. Alongside me is head football coach Don Carthel. And Coach, tough weekend for the Buffaloes. Rivalry game, a game you really wanted, but just came up a little on the.
It was. Our guys were fired up when they come out of the locker room. That first quarter, we pretty well dominated. We had a little bit of a wind advantage. It was about a 10-mile-an-hour wind, and Abilene very seldom got it past midfield on a punt or anything. So we had great field position, come away with 3 points. So that's kind of disappointing to start off dominating like we were and end up not having a good lead and everything. And they took advantage of it. They're a well-coached ball club.
And just talk about some during the game. You had your chances. They let you back in the door late. I guess what were some of the factors you saw that Abilene did that you guys didn't?
Well, the key thing is they made big plays and we didn't. They broke some tackles where we should have had them in longer yardage situations. We didn't tackle as well as we have. Again, credit their backs. Those are really good backs. And for us to hold them to 90 yards rushing, that's the first time we've ever done that in all the outings that we've had against Abilene Christian. They've always been able to run the ball or establish running game at one point or another in the ball game, and this time they didn't. So, you know, we held up really good there, but the big plays on play action got to us, and that's where the difference was.
And still just one loss in conference, and that's what you can take away from. Is that how you kind of keep the kids going? Hey, nothing's hurt. We're still got plenty of room for the regional.
Oh, without a doubt, we can. If we continue to play well, we should be able to take care of our own responsibilities and everything to get into the playoffs. That's our goal. We had to kind of focus our goals and everything because now it's not in our hands. We got to rely on somebody else for us to be conference champions, which right now is out of the cards. We're just going to try to win one game at a time, and that starts this week against Eastern.
Don't go away. We'll be right back. We're talking the Wagon Wheel and the Eastern New Mexico rivalry when we return.
The wind can run, but it can't hide. See your High Country Chevy dealers.
Welcome back to the WT Coaches Show. Thanks for joining us on the WT Sports Network. I'm your host, Cale Steed. We have Don Carthel in the studio, and Coach, now you're all going against your alma mater. The Wagon Wheel, it's back. How great is that for the not just an LSC standpoint, a WT standpoint, just all around, just to have that game back?
I think it's huge for this region. It's a big rivalry that's been going on since I guess '86. And our student bodies get into it, the communities get into it. It's 90 miles apart, the two schools, so proximity is really close. So a lot of bragging rights at stake this week, and not to mention the Wagon Wheel, which is always exciting to see the winning team go up the hill and grab that wagon wheel and hold it over the head and everything. So.
And it's here right now, right?
It is. We have that wagon wheel. It's on display at the bookstore this week, and hopefully on Saturday it'll still be here.
And you've been on both sides of this fence. Last few years, I guess, with WT, is that different for you?
Oh, not really. I've got a lot of friends over there that are boosters and teachers and faculty and the coaching staff. We get along really good with Coach Roboto and his staff. And it's another friendly rivalry, kind of like Abilene Christian is, and it's going to be fun to do battle with these guys.
Now the record says 2-5, but they jumped down on Northwest Missouri up 20-13 at the end of the first quarter. Ended up losing that game to the number 8 team in the nation, but a team with Wes Wood, a quarterback, very scary.
Oh, Wes Wood is a tremendous athlete. We tried to recruit him over here also, and he's a pass and a run threat. And the best thing he does is throwing the ball, but if his receivers are covered, well, he's going to pull it down and he's going to turn some yards into it. So we've got to do a good job of containing him, putting pressure on him, and covering up their receivers. Very similar offensive styles, so they'll fast tempo it, try to snap that ball every 11 or 12 seconds. They're very tough to defend.
Oh, great. A lot of two passing teams. This game could go 6 hours.
It might be, we might have to bring a sack lunch for this one.
All right, and that wraps up this week's episode of the WT Coaches Show. Please check back next week for more Buffalo football action for the WT Sports Network. I'm Cale Steed.